Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions, and it is that time of the week again. I wanted to talk about the top oversold stocks, so meaning that stocks that have recently pulled on back that offer good deal opportunities based off of current market conditions. I hope that this overall video gets you one step closer to your overall goal. And if you would like to see me continue making these videos, all we ask you to do is to drop a thumbs up, of course, only if we earn it. So let's go ahead and get started. Today's going to be super short and sweet. To kick off the week, today is December 28th, and let's talk about Boeing. Boeing, as of right now, is pulling back from 180-day highs at 244. It has been selling off, and you would think because of the new signed stimulus check, this would have gone up like a lot of cruise lines or like a lot of airlines, but this one is still, as of right now, making lower lows and lower highs. One of the things that we want to make sure that we get super clear is that just because it's a good deal doesn't mean that it can't continue to sell off. The reason that I'm talking about this is that Boeing has been on a very consistent streak of pushing up ever since it's the initial talk of, again, the vaccine for COVID taking place in Europe, right? And it's been building a lot of momentum since then. So right now it looks like it's just kind of correcting itself, which I think is absolutely amazing. If it breaks below the SMA line, I would be kind of weary. So that's why I'm going to set an alert right here. If it breaks below that, this is super, super important, because if it continues to make lower lows and lower highs, then there's no reason to buy the dip on BA, right? But if we begin to show signs of these three stages of a reversal where it begins to find a support level and then begins to pick back up, that's essentially what I'm looking out for, right? As of where we're at right now, it's not like it offers crazy margins, but with something that was this consistent and offers a little bit over 10% ROI, I thought it would be something that could potentially meet most of our criteria. Now, the other one that I personally want to talk about is also Lulu. If you guys haven't been paying attention, Lulu, again, pulling back from almost hitting highs of $400, is now testing the SMA line. It does this pretty often, and again, patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to. Just because it's bounced at the SMA line before and it's picked back up doesn't mean that it has to, but this is why I'm talking about it, because it's at a potential support level, a previous support level. So all we have to do here is set effective alerts. Let's follow up with it, and if it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, then that's where you can revisit this and see if it's something that meets your criteria. This one doesn't offer any crazy returns, about 7 to 8%, depending on where you plan to enter and where you plan to exit, but I thought it would be something worth talking about because of how consistent it's been. The other one that I want to talk about is SNA. This is Snap-on. We talked about this one 2 weeks ago in our Sunday stock talk. It came back from 180-day highs at 183. It pulled back. Again, this is almost a perfect reversal where it's been bullish. It's been consistent, so it's very attractive, right? It pulls back, it provides and presents a decent deal. It begins to consolidate, and now it's breaking above the EMA line, indicating signs of an uptrend. So only time will tell. If we begin to see higher highs and higher lows, I can see why you're paying attention to it, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. Again, about a 7 to 8% return based off of where we're at right now and previous highs. So this is just something that I quickly wanted to talk about. Now, the other one that I want to talk about, and this is a little bit more of an aggressive moving stock, is I wanted to update you guys on kind of like where I'm at for the day. So I've reduced my position size on quite a bit of my different positions on Tesla, on BABA, but as of right now, I am down a little bit over $300, almost $400 on the day. So it's not too bad. I mean, the overall market is down, BABA's down, Tesla was down, it pulled on back. I bought the dip on a couple of those, but the reason I'm talking about this is not because I think BABA is going to recover right away. That's not the case. And just like I talked about in Friday's video, the reason I talked about BABA is it's sold off, and I think it presents a good deal opportunity, but it doesn't mean that it can't continue to sell off, which is one of the main reasons that I decided to reduce my position size. And I want to make sure that you understand that just because it has aggressively sold off and it presents a reversal opportunity doesn't mean that it can't continue to sell off. So oversold doesn't mean that it's done selling off. And please take that into consideration when trying to take a position. Watch that position size, manage that risk, and implement structure. I think that this one's one that, I personally wanted to talk about because of how attractive I found it to be based off of previous resistance levels. Even if it goes just back up to the EMA line, that's an 8% ROI within itself. And if it goes back up to just 260, not previous highs, but 260, because it gets rejected by the SMA line, that's a 17 to 18% ROI. Again, as of right now, it's been more bearish than it has been bullish. So take that into consideration. I would say out of all the different stocks that I've talked about today, this one is the one that comes at a greater form of risk because it's been more bearish than it has been bullish. But again, higher opportunity comes at a greater form of risk. I just thought I would talk about it and how I plan to approach it. Right now, I'm trying to watch my position size. My average purchase price is right around 219, so I'm up on the open, but my average purchase price will continue to fluctuate because all I keep doing is as it sells off, I buy more. As it pushes up, I sell more. So it just continues to fluctuate throughout the day. So that's not one thing that I'm too worried about. All I'm focused on right now, and I wanted to share my plan with you guys, is again, please don't copy what it is that I do because this thing can continue to sell off. But as it begins to consolidate and find a support at 220, I'm going to keep a small position size because we don't know, right? We don't know if it can continue to sell off. And if it does continue to sell off, I need to be able to tolerate that risk. Again, that's A1. That's my number one focus. It's not just, oh, how much money can I make? Anyone can make money, but it's also taking into consideration, well, at what risk does this come with, right? As of right now, it's been more bearish, so I need to make sure that my risk management is A1. So this is why I have a smaller position size. Now, when we begin to break above 230 and we begin to break above the EMA line, then again, that direction is in my favor. Then I can add, 300 shares, 350 shares, 400 shares, and be more heavily invested in a position that is increasing in value. Because like we've said so many times before, it is so much easier to make money in this market when the overall direction is in your favor. It's still difficult, but it's so much easier to tolerate risk, right? To manage position size and that emotional roller coaster to lock in profit. So all I want to encourage you is, I wanted to talk about a couple of stocks that, were showing signs of a decent deal, but also encourage you to implement structure and to watch that position size, especially as there's so much movement today. I'm sure a lot of you guys noticed today because of that, second stimulus check being signed by President Trump. And if I'm not mistaken, it's either today or tomorrow that they're going to be talking about, a potential $2,000 stimulus check, and we'll see if that gets passed. We should see a lot of fluctuation based off of the market reaction, whether it gets accepted or denied, for that for that $2,000 stimulus check. So just make sure you take that into consideration. And the absolute last one that I want to talk about is just very, very quick, is AAL. This is American Airlines. It recently sold off, very similar setup to Boeing, just that this one's actually beginning to show signs of a potential reversal. But I think one of the main reasons is because of this second stimulus check. So this just might be a false breakout and then it might pull on back. So just be very careful with this. I have my alert set up right here, but just as much as it can go up, it can definitely go down. So don't be ever sold on the idea that there's only one side to every opportunity, because there's two sides, and you need to make sure that if you're only obsessive about the making money part, it's only a matter of time for you to take a significant loss. So make sure you manage that risk. Loss is inevitable in this market. All you can simply do is manage it. And I think that's the beautiful thing about it. So, and that's it for today, team. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. Don't forget, we do drop our new mouse pads today for the Shop TechBut site. That's that third link down below. Also, don't forget to join our free Facebook group. We have over 295,000 members. It's absolutely for free, especially if you're just looking for a new way on how to connect with new people all over the world. That's that first link down below. If you guys want to watch me trade live every single day, this is exclusively the only group that I work with on a closer basis. I trade live with them every single day and I work with them every single day. So if you like my videos and you want to work with me on a closer basis and kickstart the new year with new goals, then this is the only thing that I offer, and it's the second link down below. It's the Learn, Plan, Profit lesson library. And to learn more about it, feel free to scroll on through. You guys can see what's included and get a taste of what it's like to watch me trade live every single day. Until then, I appreciate you guys' time. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.